Whatever.
So we raised $52,331.77. And I would consider that a huge success because we raised tens of thousands of dollars to help fight cancer. And over the years, WJ has accumulated a grand total of over $300,000 for the cause. And this year we raised over $18,000 online, so that's the largest in history of any school to my knowledge. So,
What's it like to follow the past two classes who were first and second place fundraisers in the nation?
I mean, it's just really inspiring that WJ has had such a long-standing history of dedication to this cause, and I mean, it's great to be a part of it and to continue the tradition. So, Pennies for Patients is always a huge thing at WJ, so I think what was important was just really getting focused and preparing for it. It is a very long, taxing process, but it's extremely rewarding, and it's just great knowing the whole time that what you're doing is for such a great cause.
So was there anything surprising about a specific event or something about the campaign that you didn't expect?
Yeah, I'd say the number one thing we didn't expect was to have all that snowy weather. That kind of set things back a little bit, but we did a really good job overcoming that, I would say. One thing in particular, the carnival had to be postponed due to weather.
Okay, yeah, so how did the extension affect the fundraising?
So I think it was both good and bad in a way. It was good that we had the opportunity to keep raising money for an even longer period of time, to increase the total for such a great cause, more money to help benefit cancer awareness and research. But at the same time, to continue for such a long time is incredibly taxing on the student body and the school and the community. I know the first few weeks it was just, the momentum was crazy, everyone was super excited. I know a little bit of that kind of tends to get lost when you drag things on like that, and of course the weather was unexpected. I think overall though, WJ did a really good job of staying committed for such a long time. I'm incredibly impressed, and I'm super proud to be part of a school that can do that. I think it's really incredible.
Okay. What would you want to improve or change about this year's campaign if you could, other than the snow?
Yeah, I was gonna say, if I had any control over the snow, that would be great. I guess just, I mean, one of the major things would be the carnival being pushed back to a nice spring day, which we really had no control over. You know, Maryland weather these days. So a lot of things that happened were kind of outside of the control of leadership or the SGA. Overall, I guess just, I don't even know. I think we did a really good job, and the school made a really solid effort. Maybe just start planning earlier. Things always come up sooner than you would expect, so. But in the end, they came together really nicely, so.
What do you think students should take away from the Pennies for Patients campaign?
So, I would say the number one thing is, it's so important what we're doing. We're raising money to help fight cancer. It goes toward research, toward helping patients. Even directly in our community, there's a great number of people who have been affected by these diseases, and it's just great that our community can rally around this cause, and I think people should just keep that in mind. Is the number one thing, where all this money is going. And actually, I was talking with Miss Cosgrove the other day, and she had recently heard about this new cancer drug that was a big success, that was funded by efforts like LLS's that we're helping to raise money for. So I think that's the number one thing to keep in mind.
That's awesome.